Like, whatever Chanel, whoever's idea this was, needs a raise, okay? Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the beauty family. So today's video, beauties, I'm doing a get ready with me. One of my friends is taking me out for brunch. It is still Libra season, so if you'd like to see how I created this look start to finish along with the outfit, keep watching. Alrighty beauties, so we are doing another get ready with me. This time my friend is taking me out to brunch. Today's a nasty day outside. It is raining, it is cold, so I can't even step out the way I want to, and plus it's daytime. So the dress that I was thinking, I think it's more of a nighttime dress, so I think I'm just gonna go like a little casual glam. So I think I'm going with like a crop blazer. I have this lingerie bodysuit, so I might wear that, and then I have some denim, a belt, and the viral boots from Macy's. So I think that's gonna be the outfit. I think that's gonna be it, with like some accessories, volumized hair. I think that's going to be it. So let's get into this glam. I think for the glam this time I'm gonna keep it a little bit more simple. We're gonna go with some mattes. So this is going to be featured in a haul, but I'm going to crack it open here first. By Mario Master Mattes palette. I have been waiting to get my hands on this. It was out of stock for a minute, and I was not waiting to the sale because I know, honey, she was gonna be snatched off the shelves. So I returned the baking powder, the Snatch and Bake powder from Huda Beauty, and got this instead because yeah, I wasn't keeping that. No, it didn't work for me. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. So he describes this as, these are my 12 universal matte shadows. Each delivers smooth, luxurious, highly blendable color inspired by human skin tones. Wait a minute, Mario, what's going on here with your team, honey? Because there is a typo. I know I'm not bugging. It definitely says inspired. Hello, what is happening here? Okay. But we're gonna let that go. Love the film on this, so when I want to showcase something, it doesn't blind y'all. So this is the Master Mattes palette. I am definitely going to go into these two colors here. They do not have names. They are matte 1, matte 2, and matte 3 up until matte 12. So just going to go into those shades right there. I think also a little bit of these and something light on the lid. So I think that's what we're going for. I'm going to start with this shade right here, my crease. I am excited to go out. We are going to this place called Cream Ridgewood. It's like Queens, borderline Brooklyn. I think it's called Cypress Hills. So I found it on TikTok, I think, initially. Honestly, TikTok is like the new Google, where you can just type in and see what you want. But the one thing is to get played by the food influencers. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you come out with that light and I see the cheese pull, I'm moving to another video. I need to see people that really ate the food and can give me the real tea on the service, honey, because I don't need them to be bringing out all the tricks in the tray because they know that you're coming. So I need to know the real. So yeah, once I see that light come out, honey, next video. No shade to them, but I just feel like sometimes when they know that you're coming, they're gonna showcase and put their best foot forward, versus like, is this what the food is like all the time? Is this what the service is like all the time? That's what I need to know, questions that need answers. So yeah, I found them on Instagram. The food looks really good. They have really good reviews. It's Latin cuisine. That's that color in my crease, and now I'm going to go in with that reddish brown color. I'm gonna stay right here in this family. Gonna start with this one. Definitely a lot of fallout with this palette, but the colors are blending beautifully though. I'm not gonna lie to you, they look really good. So I can kind of see the hype. It's just like a good neutral palette. I think my other palette that I have, my Nude Persuasion palette, is so big. So that's another reason why I did get this palette, because it's going to be more compact. I'm just swirling that shadow up into the front of my brow, just to blend that, get that smoky blend going. It creates like this definition in the front that I really like. So just going back and forth in my crease with that shadow. And you know what? I want to smoke out the outer V. By fallout, this is what I mean. Like, you can see a little bit of it, which is normal, but don't wear white and use this palette. And use any palette, I should say, actually. That's why we are in Robe. So now I'm going to smoke out that outer V with this shade right here. So I'm just smoking out that outer V with that brown color. These shades are really pretty. For the lid, you know what? I think I'm going to go into this shade right here. This looks really pretty. I'm just going to tap a little bit of concealer on my lid. Just gonna tap one drop. Just gonna go in with the brush that I used to blend out that concealer. I know it's a little big, but I'm just going in doing tapping motions. It's gonna cover a wide surface, so that's why I chose this brush. So I'm going in with that flat shaded brush. I'm picking up that matte shade, and then we're just going to place it right on top of that concealer. So my goal is so that it can lock in this color. So this gives the lid a little bit of a pop. So I'm just going back in with that brush that I used in my crease, just to blend out the edges of this shade and also blend out the top of the color that I smoked my outer V out with, because we just want to give it a little warmth. I'm tapping a little bit of that reddish brown color right on top of that, just to make sure that it is blended seamlessly. Going right back in with that brush that I smoked the outer V out with, and just bringing that back in. And then I'm not going in with any more product. I'm just stamping that shade that I put on my lid. Just want to make sure that she is locked and loaded. So this is pretty. So this is the look essentially. And I think I'm going to add Space Cowboy on top of this. Space Cowboy is my jam. Love this as an eyeshadow topper. So I'm just going in with my finger, which is usually the best application, and I'm just popping that right on top. So not too much, just like a little bit of a subtle sparkle. That's all we are looking for. So now I'm just going to smoke on my lash line with some black from this Makeup by Mario palette and pop on some lashes. Alrighty, so I just popped on my lashes. I think I cut one a little too short, but you know what? I think this is the side my bang is going on, so it doesn't matter. I hate when that happens because it's like it's a fresh pair. I trimmed them too short. But you know what I usually do as a trick? I'll just smoke out a little bit more in the front so it gives the illusion of like liner. Everything is fixable, honey. It is makeup. So now for complexion. So I already primed. I went in with the topicals. This is their Sealed. This is the Acne Scar Primer. So this is going to fill in any pits or scars that you have, and pores, honey. She eats. So you have to put this on before you put your moisturizer on. So you have to let this dry for like 30 seconds, then put your moisturizer on, and then you can use another primer. So I went in with my Yummy Skin Blurring Balm from Danessa Myricks. It goes without saying, baby, this is the real deal. So for complexion, we are going on with Dose of Colors MUFE Foundation in 131. Y'all remember I was running this to the ground. This is definitely one of like my top foundations. Love this. It's flawless. It is stunning because she is pretty thick like me. So now I'm just going to place it all over and blend this out. It might be like a hair light. I'm not sure. By the way, Dose of Colors definitely had a sale on Amazon for Amazon Prime Day. Like I definitely stocked up. I got 2 more foundations. I have this one more, and 2 more on their way. So as we know that I really like it, so sometimes you have to stock up. And I'm always nervous that they are going to discontinue something, so that's why I've been stocking up lately. I feel like I've said that like a million times, but it's true though. I'm really afraid that they're gonna get rid of some of my faves. Like, you saw what happened with the Makeup Forever powder, honey. I have like 8 to last me because you guys changed the formula without my consent. This foundation is so bomb. Alrighty, so now that we have laid that, like, look how full, 2 pumps. So now that we have laid down this flawless foundation, I'm going to go in with my Dior Backstage Concealer in 5W and 4W. Honey, this concealer is the bee's knees. So we're just gonna lay down 5W first, and then go in with 4W for some brightness. I do let this dry down for like a minute or so. It doesn't necessarily like really need it, but you know, it's super creamy, so I just like let it hang out for like 2 minutes and then I start blending out. While this is drying down, let me start with my cream contour. So for cream contour, we are going in with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Stick in Dark Deep. I swear, it never gets old. But yes, this is bomb if you don't have this. The Sephora sale is coming up. So let's go ahead and blend this out. I don't need to blend it all the way up to my hairline since I am wearing my wig, honey. She cuts off like an inch or so. So I don't really have to brush it up into my hairline. Also, it does get a little messy. So we blended out that cream contour, honey. So I'm gonna let it dry down just for 1 more minute and then blend it out. So I went ahead and added a little bit of Butterscotch, which is my Too Faced concealer, just to my brow bone, just to add a little bit of brightness. I felt like it was a little subtle using my Lancome concealer. So I just went in to add a little bit of pop for the brow bone. So you can kind of see a little bit of a difference now. So now we are just blending out this concealer and it blends like a dream, honey. So for setting powder, we're going to go ahead and dive into my Chanel translucent setting powder to get us locked and loaded, honey. Y'all know she is one of my faves. Just going to dip my sponge into the powder and dive right in. This is by far one of my faves. It is such a bomb powder. It really mattifies and holds you all day and is creaseless, keeps you snatched. Like whatever Chanel, whoever's idea this was, needs a raise, okay? Because I just don't understand, like, who are y'all talking to? Like, what beauty gurus were you talking to know that, okay, well, we need something that's gonna give and we need something that's gonna be creaseless and keep them matte for all hours. I'm really surprised it came from Chanel. That's the real cliffhanger. Like, Chanel came up with this Chanel translucent, baby. Top notch. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go in with some face powder. Beauties, I solved the mystery. I found my Makeup Forever powder. Honey, she was in a suitcase. I don't understand, like, how do I do this to myself? Okay, well, it's missing. I'll just open up another one. But I didn't want to do that, so I'm like, you know what? It'll turn up someplace. And it did turn up. I'm going to go in with 2 powders today. With the Makeup Forever powders in Y505 and Y535 to set this foundation. Go in and press this all over. I'm using a little bit more of Y505 since I'm not tan. Whatever little bit I had, honey, wore off. So I'm just using a little bit more of that. I just want to make sure that we're getting like a perfect match. So now that that's done, we're going to bronze. Of course, as you know, it is still Libra season, so we are breaking out the limited edition products. So my Ebony Bronze Bronzer from CoverGirl, we're going to use that to snap. I'm just going to go back over with my powder brush just to make sure everything is seamless. To set the under eye, I'm going with my NARS Advanced Matte Perfecting Powder in Offshore. We are just going to use this to snatch that under eye, honey. Give like a little bit of coverage, but this leaves it so flawless. I'm going to press that puff in and then just set. So not that the Chanel powder isn't doing its thing, but I do always love the look of a pressed powder under the under eye. I don't know, it just really just adds that razzle dazzle of perfection. It is just sensational. If you are not setting your under eyes with a pressed powder, baby, what are you doing? I don't know if I want to go in, well, I am wearing black, so which means I think I could wear a little bit of color on the cheek. So I'm going to go in with this blush from the Sephora collection. It is called Tiger Lily. This is their Matte Perfection Dual Blush. So pretty. Just going to add that on the cheeks. I wanted a little bit of color, so here we are. So beauties, let me just finish up the rest of my face off camera. I just gotta smoke out my lash line and then I'll be back for a highlighter and a lip. Alrighty beauties, so I am back. So now that we have the hair together, I decided with a different top because it was a little see-through and we didn't have covers, so I just decided with a different bodysuit. So I will show you all the outfit, but now for the rest of the face. So for the glow, I think I'm gonna go with Rare Beauty today. I'm so sad it's raining because I feel like your outfit is dependent upon that. Like, you can't go out and wear certain things if it's raining. So that's the only drag for today. Okey-dokes. So that's good to go. So now for the lip. So you know it's a special occasion, so I'm popping out with my Nickis Nude. I do need to get this remade because this lipstick is honestly my number one in my collection. My number one. So I'm gonna go in with Chestnut from MAC to line the lips. Ready? So now for Nickis Nude, we're gonna pop that right in the center. So I love how this is paired with Fussy. So I'm going in with Fenty Beauty's Gloss Bomb in Fussy Heat. Just gonna pop that right on top. Now this one is the plumping one. I think I do have this in the cream. But you know, I like a little plumping factor. Just wanna make sure that we didn't lose that liner. So this is the finished glam. Stunning. So then now we just need to get dressed. So beauties, thank you all for tuning in to today's Get Ready With Me. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, everything will be linked for you down below, and I will catch you in my next one. Thanks for watching.